Hello, and welcome back to Storytime with Eric Zimmer. I just forgot, there are actually two other Eric Carle classics a friend of mine had loaned me that I can share with you right now before I move on to something else. Both were written by two authors, actually, Eric Carle and Richard Buckley. The first one I have today is The Foolish Tortoise. It's about a tortoise who takes off his shell so he can move about faster, and quickly learns that twice as fast can also be twice as scary. I don't recall ever reading this one before, but it should be good. You ready? Alright, let's begin. A tortoise, tired of being slow, impatient to get up and go, took off his large and heavy shell and left it lying where it fell. It's in rhyme. Well, this is something I've never seen in Eric Carle's books before. Hooray, he cried, now I've been freed. I'll see the world at double speed. Though faster, he was not express, and his protection was far less. So when he heard a hornet's drone, the tortoise crept beneath a stone. A hungry bird came swooping past. He looked so fierce and flew so fast. The tortoise hid behind some trees and felt quite weak behind the knees. I don't feel safe. There's too much risk. If only I could be more brisk. He headed for the riverbed. A fish swam up. The tortoise fled. That's a huge, colorful fish there. Along his way, our hero went and almost had an accident. A snake with open jaw slid near. The tortoise backed away in fear. A hare, a hound, a horse raced by. So rapidly, they seemed to fly. The tortoise gasped, sat goggle-eyed. I'll never be that quick, he sighed. He wandered on. The sun rose high. I wish I had more shade, he cried. He doesn't really look much of a turtle without his shell, does he? A sudden thunderstorm swept in and soaked the tortoise to the skin. The wind rose up, and soon the breeze was bending branches in the trees. The tortoise shivered. Now I'm cold. I wish I hadn't been so bold. Well, now you know. I think I've lost the urge to roam. I think it's time that I went home. Without my shell, I don't feel right. So when his shell came into sight, he climbed back in and said, "Good night." The end. What a nice story. The turtle learned to appreciate what it had and what it was. And that's important. Appreciate what you have and what you are. Because we're all unique in our own way. Even animals. Thank you. I'll see you next time on Storytime with Eric Zimmer.